In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the Phenyx Pro PTX-400 audio mixing board.
Thanks for watching this RealHomeRecording.com video. You can get monthly audio engineering news and exclusive videos by signing up for our newsletter.
I want to first thank Phenyx Pro for sending this to me. They asked me if I'd take a look at it, and absolutely. Any new company that wants to send me something, because I know how it was when I was new on YouTube, and it's a struggle, and I want to see like, hey, are these products good or not? Because if you have a good product, to me, you're no different than the bigger dogs in the world, Everybody has to start somewhere. So first of all, thank you to them for sending this to me. They also make, I believe, wireless microphones, make a few different things, but I'll talk all about that in the review video, or I should say the demonstration video. So, all right, there's the specs on the back: 12-month manufacturer warranty and lifetime customer service support. That's nice. And let's see, there's all the email addresses. They have their Facebook, Instagram, all kinds of things. Very cool. They even have a Facebook group, but it's hidden behind the Amazon Prime sticker. By the way, I want to thank them for sending this to me with 2-day shipping. So definitely. Let's see. This next part, I'm going to have to censor a part of it. So let me get the box in order so I can easily do that. So this is technically the front of the box. And as you can see, it is a diagram, or I should say a drawing of the mixing board itself. So it has 10 channels. It has USB or Bluetooth input, along with 256 digital signal processing effects. And also USB recording, which is awesome. Now, I don't know if that's you get 10 tracks at a time, or if it's a stereo mix down. I'm going to guess it's a stereo mix down. You also have at least two outputs, if not more. So let me find out the best way to open this box. And again, this is the PTX-400, which I believe is their highest end model that's out right now. So let me open this relatively gently. I don't want to cut anything that may be inside this box. And let's see. So again, thank you, Phenyx Pro, for making this happen. Okay, I guess I'll keep the razor blade out just in case, but the box is now open. Ooh, oh cool. Oh. So there it is, everybody. I'm going to get it out of the bag. So it's, But, yeah, there we go. Nice. There's a power cable. I was trying to find the specific name for this type of power cable, but it's your standard, like, computer monitor, computer-looking power cable. And it has styrofoam. And let's see. No smell on the bag. I like that new product smell sometimes. Okay, that bag smells pretty good. I'm sorry I'm being weird. All right, it does smell. When I shoved my nose really close, I could smell. Now you guys are gonna laugh at me for saying that, but that's okay. This is the most exciting part. Let me get the power cable out. Woohoo! Alright. Let me find where to open this bag. Is it sealed? Oh, it's taped. Okay, it's taped. Well, it says it's rugged, so if I put it on its knobs, I guess that's not too bad of a deal, right? Okay. Now I'll flip it back over. Alright. Oh no. There was an extra piece of tape I didn't see. Okay. A little tight, but that's okay. I'd rather have it tight than loose. Oh, wait a minute. That's why the bag was getting stuck. Ooh, kind of cool. So it is a little dented on the side here. That may have happened while it was getting shipped to me. That's okay. I can deal with that. Or it was just kind of like, maybe it came out. I don't know. Looks like it came out a little bit. But that's just a cosmetic blemish. I'm not too concerned about that. Everything else looks great, as far as I can tell. Let's see. This area, does it have something on top of it? Sometimes these screens have like stickers over top so that they don't get blemishes. It's possible. I received somebody else's demo unit as well. I don't know all the details. All I care about is, what does this thing feel like? I can tell you the faders are fine for something at this price range. About equal to like a Behringer, I would say. Now, I have to exercise these faders, so just up and down like that, and then they'll get a little bit, because as far as I can tell, nobody's used this. Actually, those being as tight feeling, I don't think anybody's used this. So, let's see. All the EQ knobs are to the left. I'm assuming they do that because it's better to ship things this way. And here's what I like. I like that, like the faders are flat, but then the rest of it is angled up. So when you're sitting down, it's more ergonomic. There's a detent for the, how many bands is that? For 7 band. It's a 7 band graphic equalizer. Again, here's the digital effects section. I'll tell you what, for $215, if this thing sounds either equal to or better than the Behringer mixer that I used to have, then this is a solid price, because the Behringer did not come with digital effects. And let's see, so and also didn't have Bluetooth. We're talking like, this was a mixing board from like the year 2000, 2001, something like that. So this one, I do like that it's just basic, and I think that for somebody who is new to audio, the more basic the better. It doesn't get too involved. I would hope that, this is just an opinion thing, but at this price, I'm really probably asking for too much. But the mid-band having a sweepable frequency would have been nice to have, but I'll tell you what, as long as the preamp sounds good enough, and I'm not sure what the EQ frequency is. I'm sorry, what the mid-band frequency is, but so these knobs feel fine. It's like they're made out of, I'm gonna guess rubber. Now this part is made out of metal. I'm sorry, this is plastic, this is metal. That part's metal. I can feel it because it's colder than the plastic. And the back of this thing is made out of metal as well. Looks like there's some are these called fins on the side? So it doesn't overheat. And then on this side, I like the color. This is the color of my car. Actually, the maroon. Maroon and silver is a good combination, in my opinion. I like it. All right, let's see. So, man, I'd love to fire this bad boy up right now, but I'm going to have to wait because it's getting kind of late. But let me bring this maybe a little bit closer to the screen. And you know what? I'll also take pictures. I'll take pictures so they're higher resolution. Not that 4K is bad, but... So yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna be very excited to play with this. So all right, let me go up and down the channel really quick. So all right, so this is a closer look at this board, and again, we'll just do input. Looks like input 7 is the one closest to the center. It's a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, so input 7 is the closest. So we have the fader, which typically what I'll do is I'll just go right to 0. Now it does not stop at 0. If you're asking, if you're wondering, it does not stop at 0. Every mixing board that I've had, that I've used, does not stop at 0. Maybe some of them do, but none of the ones I've ever used. You have to set it there, and then going up the line, we have the stereo pan. Now that does stop in the center. And then we have our auxiliary outs. So one of them is for the monitor. So if you had like, either a headphones or your typical like, monitors on the stage, it would go for that. So the levels would be slightly different than what you're doing if you're mixing to a PA. So typically, if you're not using them, just keep them on negative infinity. And then now for the FX, I'm assuming that goes to the FX bus, which would then, if you want to, my typical use would be probably vocals. So a vocal delay. So you would just do any of the vocal channels. So let's just say like channels 7 and 8 were your vocal effects. So you would just say, okay, I want to have the lead vocals get the most. And then I would also have, like, let's say these are the background vocals, or I would have that go a little bit less. So I'm assuming this is like the highest. We would have like something like that. Going up, we have our equalizer. So these all are where you can't select the frequency. It has a -15 to +15 gain range. I'm not sure what the frequency is, but we do have a low. That does stop at 0, by the way. So the knob is stopping when I get to the 0 point. And then we have this one. I like these knobs better than my my Behringer board. These feel better. And then up here at the very top, we have our gain, which unfortunately right now the light has the word gain in a shadow. So we have that. We have also down here is an area to put console tape or board tape, so you can put what your inputs are. You can also put them down here as well. Just depends on what your preference is. It looks like there's a 26 decibels pad. We also have a low cut filter, also called a high pass filter at 100 hertz. We have our insert, so that we can send an effect, and then I'm assuming you bring it back in with a splitter cable. So unbalanced, unfortunately. And then at the top, we have a combination XLR line input. So a balanced, I'm assuming that's a balanced input. This did not come with a user manual, which early in the year 2021 is not surprising. I'm going to go see if there's one online that I can download. I need to correct the record because as I was packing up, I looked inside the box and look at that. A user manual. Yeah. And by the way, I did take a listen to this. I didn't record anything. I listened through the headphone amp and I liked what I heard so far. Bluetooth worked, by the way. There was somebody saying they couldn't get Bluetooth working. It worked fine for me. You hit the mode button. You turn the Bluetooth on your phone or tablet, and it worked for me on a Galaxy S9, and it sounded great. At the bottom here, next to the pan knob, is a solo button, which helps when you're trying to get levels. Like if you're doing a live sound mix, you want to like solo. Typically, you'll want to solo your different microphones, your different inputs, and make sure your levels are good, and make sure your equalization's good. I do wonder how that works as far as the headphone output, but yeah. So up top, at this point, I think I'm going to just take this off the tripod and just show you guys stuff. Okay, so at the top here we have our RCA input and output. Then underneath that, effect sends. I don't know how that works. We have our, I'm assuming that's an effect return. We have our monitor and headphones. Now, what is the difference? I'd love to know. Control room, left and right. That's typically if you have speakers, you would plug those in there. So if you were using this for a home studio, that's how you would use it. And at the top is what you would use if you were mixing live sound. Those are XLR outputs. And let's see, to the right of that, we have 1/4-inch outputs. I'm not sure if they're balanced or not. And then, okay, back over here, we have what all our different digital effects. Oh, so there are 256 presets. But so it's a 24-bit dual engine DSP. Not sure what vocals means. But we have a hall reverb, small room, large room, plate reverb, tap reverb, SPR reverb, not sure what, spring reverb. We have a delay, we have a stereo delay, a flange, course, delay, plus reverb, and then, yeah, good times. So this is what I was talking about. I wasn't sure if this had one of those clear stickers over it, but it doesn't, so unfortunately it's a little scratched up. I mean, it's hard to kind of not see that. But we'll see how it looks once this is actually on, because, you know, may not be able to see the scratches. It doesn't matter at that point. Okay, so we have a switch for either, you can't have two speakers going on at the same time. We have a phantom power button. For those of you that don't know what that means, it means condenser microphones, direct boxes sometimes need phantom power, devices like that. And if you have a dynamic microphone, phantom power just runs right through it. Doesn't even operate. If you have a ribbon microphone, don't use phantom power unless it says you can. There's our USB input. Nice. We'll see how that pans out. So down here, we have our effects fader, 2-track, so the RCA input or MP3. I don't know if you can do both at the same time. So you can play MP3s through this. And let's see, monitor gain control. We have our headphone / control room, output control. And then over here we have some LED meters. Oh, also there's a clip light for each channel. If you're going in too hot, then you know, with your input, then it'll tell you. And there's our LEDs. So 0 dB is 0 dBu. A power light. I think that's about it. All the main stuff is covered. There's nothing. There are no inputs and outputs. Oh wait, that's not true. Hold on. So that's where our power cable goes. And by default, the switch was off. And it looks like, okay, so I believe this sticker was supposed to be put down here. It doesn't say a manufacturing date. And there we go. Oh, designed in the US, made in China. Cool. Yeah, I believe they are a California-based company, Phenyx Pro. And it tells you how to, if you look at the, you know, how to make your insert cables, and also how to make your XLR mic input and output cables. Cool. Okay, so I just picked the mixer up, and it is lightweight but solid is the best way for me to describe this. So I am excited to try this one out. Like I said, Phenyx Pro is a relatively new company. At least it's the first time I've heard of them. And I want to really see, you know, if they are worth recommending or not. But because they sent me this, maybe it's just better that I do a demonstration of the mixing board. Let me know what you guys think, because I really think that whenever you're sent something, you know, there's a bias towards saying something's better than it may actually be. So I think that maybe I should just demonstrate, you know, what this board is, and then let you guys decide what you think about the quality and whatnot. How about that? I think that sounds fair. I think that sounds very fair. But yeah, so because you can't physically be here with me to like feel these faders are fine. These are like, they're really no different than like Mackie faders. Once I started exercising them, you know, they got looser. So cool. You know, it doesn't have like a built-in like thing where you can put a light or something, but you know, I think for $215, not bad at all. It has a lot of great features, and as long as it sounds good, it is good. Thank you all for watching. I will hopefully have this review out. Oh, I hate putting deadlines on myself. I'm going to say within the next 3 weeks. So definitely before Christmas. I like to get it out like maybe a week and a half before Christmas. But, you know, better that, you know, I want to get, my goal is to record a few different things through this, and then play around with like the digital effects and all that stuff, and definitely check out how the Bluetooth and the recording works, because that feature to me is big. A lot of these, you know, lower end or budget mixing boards, I don't think have this feature, and I know that, you know, having the ability to record something, I want to see if you can play it back at the same time. You know, so you can like record multiple tracks. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'll tell you what, if this thing can record 8 tracks at the same time, I'm not sure if you can hook this to a computer. It says USB in. So I don't know if you can use this as an audio interface. I really don't know. That's why I got it. And I'm going to find out. All right, I decided to fire it up. Why not, right? Power on. Yeah, okay. So you can't even see the scratches on the screen. FX program. Nice. Can cycle through those really quick. I don't know what the other thing is. I guess that's for if you have your what do you call it, USB in there, or the Bluetooth device. I'm gonna try Bluetooth after I stop recording. I just wanted to see what this looks like. So yeah, I do like, it's a nice sharp LED or LCD screen, whatever you want to call it, liquid crystal display, and it's orange, as you can see, and phantom power light works. And yeah, nice. Oh, and it's 60 decibels of preamp gain, in case you couldn't see that earlier. It's in shadow now, but nice. Nice. I want to see the phantom power, if the light fades or not. No, it just turns right off. Okay. Cool. Very, very cool.